Hello dear students, welcome you once again on my YouTube channel. Dear students, in today's video I am going to give you complete explanation of the poem, question answer of the poem. Explanation of the poem I have already uploaded on my channel. If you have not seen the theme and the message and the explanation of the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in Slum, then please go in the playlist of my channel. And there you check, you will get the explanation of this poem. This is second part of this poem, Elementary School Classroom in Slum, which is given in your Flamingo book. And in this part, I'm going to give you the complete explanation of the question answer along with its extract. So let's start without wasting time. Go ahead. See, this is the first extract of your poem, Far, far from ghastly wave these children's faces. This is the first poem. You are having book, you please match. I will give you only explanation of the questions. Okay, you are having book, please open that and just see what are the children's compared to. In the first extract or first stanza of the poem, what poet compared children with? The children have pale face and torn and scattered hair and all over their face like rootless weed. Children compared with a rootless weed. A thin boy is compared to a paper. So they have been compared with a rootless weed and a thin boy compared with the paper. And if it is asked which figure of speech is there, simile figure of speech is there. Now see, why do you think the tall girl is sitting with a wigged down head? Because the tall girl is sitting with a wigged down head because she is depressed or being poor. Simple thing, they were very poor, so they were depressed and physically weak, poor, and she also feel humiliated and embarrassed because of the lack of education. So the girl was sad because of her poverty, pathetic condition, and they had not been also educated properly. So she was sitting with bowed head. Next question, see, give the phrases which tell us that the children are undernourished. Undernourished means not fed proper way, not given any facility proper way. Clear? Nursing means not only food, nursing means everything like living, education, food, everything. The rootless weed, this is a phrase that shows that they are not provided all the facility or all the things. And rat's eye is so that they were always peeping for food and other like a rat. Name the poetic device used in this second line. Simile, I told you the poem first stanza having simile. What is simile? What is the other figure of speech? I will be telling in the other video. Here only you just try to remember there is a simile. Why it is simile? When anything is compared, it shows that it is like that. Okay. For example, if I say Avasek is like, which figure of speech is here? Simile. When you are trying to show one thing is like other on any basis, so that is simile figure of speech. Now second stanza, see, the stand unlike here. Now come down, question see direct. Who is unlike here and what has he inherited? Children. The stern boy with a twisted bones sitting in the slum classroom is the unlike here. Air means it is not here, it is air. Air means, for example, you are the heir of your parents, means you are the owner of the property or the thing which your parents have. If they are having poverty, you will get poverty. You will get poverty. If they are having knowledge, you will get knowledge. So what you are going to get everything from your parents. You are the successor. Yeah, you are the owner of the things which they are having. So heir means successor. Okay. Sitting in the slum classroom is the unlucky heir, and he has inherited the deformity of the Nail's disease. What this child has got? He has got disease from his parents. Means his parents were having disease that also passed to him. What is the stern boy reciting? What he was reciting? The stern boy has inherited the disease and despair of his parent. Despair means, you can say, sadness, and has become a carrier of his father disease. Means his father was having some disease that has been transferred to him, and disease and poverty. What he had got? Disease and poverty from his parents, and he is reciting his lesson in the classroom his desk. Who is sitting at the back of the dean class? See, the one unknotted, sweet and young dreamer who dreams about squirrels game. A child who was sitting behind the class, he was dreaming about squirrel game, is sitting at the back of the dream class and he is dreaming of his future. Why he was dreaming at the time in the class? Because there was no classes in the class. Their schools were, some school were very dirty. They were no having no interest with the school. So if you don't have interest at that particular place where you are, then you dream of, you think of anything else. So the child was also thinking about a dream. What dream was? He was dreaming about a game, about playing with a squirrel and other things for his future. What is a tree room? Tree room means it is a squirrel nest or hole from which the squirrel is moving in and out. Tree room means a tree on which squirrel are living. So this is their house, their room. So they are coming out. So children was thinking. The child was thinking about go there nearby the tree and play with the squirrel. The third stanza, see, on sour cream walls. Now see here. What is the question? Which walls? I am not reading this extract, it will take time, so I am just direct explaining your question. You can stop video and see it, or you can open your book and match it and just see the answer directly. Which walls have been referred to in this line, and I have explained already these in my previous video. If you have not seen it, please go and see that. See, the wall of the classroom. So they are the walls of classroom in elementary school in the slum. Which wall have been referred? Wall of the classroom. What is the meant by sour cream wall? Means the wall are damp, unpleasant and dirty. Sour creams means they were dirty, unpleasant, not attractive, and they haven't been painted freshly and is peeling off the surface, and the paint which has been color which has been applied on the wall is fading. What donation are there on the walls? On these walls, many donated items have been put up that represent different world. Many donated of item is photograph, map, and Shakespeare map. Photographs are being hanged there, and domes of the huge buildings in the cities. These are also reflection of the earlier morning, cloudless sky on the wall, and there is the beautiful picture of the valley of the Troilus and the world map. Means on the wall of the school water hang photograph of the different places, like Shakespeare photograph was there, some places photograph were there, and world map was there, and these things were showing the beautiful things to the children, but they don't have any connection with the children real life, because they were living in a very dirty life. So they were not able to connect with the photograph, with the picture, all the things which are hanged on the wall of the school, because they had never seen and they had never imagined about that also. Explain avoiding the world its word. The rich people who have drawn these map have depicted these places that are unreachable for these children, and they are giving the world which however does not belong to them. Means the photograph, the picture which are hanged in the school, they don't have connection or link with the children of slum, because they had never seen, they even could not imagine about that, because they live in such condition. Now next, it is fourth stanza, and yet for these children these window not map their world. Now come down, see the question, who are these children? Slum children. And what do these windows refer to? Because these children are the poor children living in slum area, and these windows are the window of the classroom where the children are now sitting. What has been said to be the world for these children? See, the narrow street under the dull sky has been said to be their world, and their fate is sealed by the window in the classroom and does not go beyond, as the map suggests. Means they the map, world map or country map or photograph, picture of city and places, beautiful places, don't have any link with them. Why? Because they have never seen, they are only, their whole life is in slum area, and their school is also very slummy, so they had seen this, so they don't able to make any link with these things. and what has been said about their future. Now next see what has been said about the future. Their future is painted with the fog. Why dark? Fog represents here darkness. Why? Because they are living in such condition, they are getting nothing. So what would be the future? Definitely dark. So it means that the poor children have no bright hopes about their future. There is no one to guide them. Their future is not clear, is sealed by the darkness of the sky that is above the narrow street they live in. Means their future is totally dark because they don't have any kind of facility. They has not been provided anything which can bring change in their life, so it is going to be dark. Explain the importance of the last line. See, last line means last line of this narrow street sealed in the window. So last line is here. See, these children have no access to the beauties of the nature. They cannot see the rivers or the caps and or the stars of the world. The highly illiterate people of the world will never be known to them because they are not able to. Last line is telling that they are not able to connect with the world because they are illiterate. They don't know about anything of the world because they had never seen anything which has been hanged in the form of photograph in the classroom of their wall. Now next see, it is fifth. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. Now let's see the question. Why is Shakespeare described as a wicked? See, in the fifth stanza, poet just pass a comment called wicked. Shakespeare is being called as a bad man or evil person. Why? Shakespeare is an epitome of the high literacy excellence. He is more highly educated person. But in the slum school where hardly any learning takes place and the children are troubled by disease and despair, illiteracy training is far cry, and that is why Shakespeare has been described as a wit. Means Shakespeare is a highly educated person, his photograph is hanged there, but what does it mean for them? Because the children are illiterate, they are living in a very pathetic condition, there is no connection or there is no benefit for the children whether Shakespeare is highly literate or educated or a great writer and personality. So this is not going to benefit them. So that's why the poet has called Shakespeare as a wit. Explained from fog to endless night, the expression described the miserable and pathetic lives of the some children from foggy morning till late night, and these children make desperate attempts to live their life, sustaining it despite all odds, and their life is full of misery, hopelessness, and suffering. Means from fog to endless night means the children's life is full of dark, full of pathetic, full of pain, and it start with pain and definitely it is going to end with endless night. And they in their life there is no day. Why? Because every day and every night is equal for them. Why? Because they are having same pain at night, same pain at a day, so it is all dark, all pathetic for them, and there is only misery, pain, and suffering in their life. There is no hope, there is no possibility, there is no positivity in their life. What does the reference of the slag heap means? The poet is comparing the extremely starved and malnourished bodies to the large pile of waste metal. Actually, see, what does the reference of slag heap means? It means poet is comparing these children who are malnourished and maltreated by the society. They are just like a pile of waste metal. Metal means any metal which is useless. For example, they are also useless. Why? Because they cannot do anything. They are even, it is hard for them, it is very difficult for them to survive. Any moment they could die because their condition, you have seen, it is very pathetic. They are very thin, very slim, having no food, having no education, having no house, having no good shelter. Means they are having nothing which is actually required for them. So they are compared with a slag heap. Regarding means just like a waste metal remains, and when they sit within their classroom they appears to be the heap of untidy piles of bones, and when they sit in the classroom it look like there is a pile of bone or like a slag heap, dirty How does the slum children look like? It is writer has explained in every stanza of this poem. Slum children look like a skeleton, means only bone is there, wearing broken glasses as a spectacle. Sixth stanza, on their slag heap the say children wear skin peeped. Now see next question based on this stanza. Which two messages are used to describe this slag? These slum images are used to describe the slum. See, the two images used to describe the slum are foggy slum and slum as big as doom. What sort of life do these children lead? These children lead a miserable life. They are very physically weak, mentally weak, and mentally miserable. Weak you can't say, but weak you can also say, because they if physically weak, definitely you are going to be mentally weak also, and very pathetic. Which figure of speech is used in the last line? In the last line, simile is used as the figure of speech. What request does the poet makes here? The poet wants the maps to mention clearly the slum that they live in. Means the poet in this above stanza, poet requested this map, world map should be replaced by slum map, because the children had seen only slum. So there should be slum, because this world map have no connection with them. Seventh stanza, unless this is going to be the last, second last, unless governor, inspector and visitor. In this stanza, he requested to the all the high profile person and authority to help them. See, what is the meant by this map? It is a map of the world which is hung on the wall in the classroom. The map is in the classroom hung, which was hung on the wall. What are these windows which the poet talks about? These are, see, there are the classroom windows from where the children could see only a narrow street and dull sky. Means if the children look out of the window of their classroom, what will they will see? They will see only slummy area, dirty area, narrow path and drainage and dirty thing and dull sky. Why sky is dull there in their area? Because they are living in slum area, there is many factory and all, and that whole area is foggy and smoke is there, so sky is also not clearly visible. What has been referred to as catacomb? The little narrow homes of the slum dwellers are referred as a catacomb. They led a life that is shut inside the slum. Means catacomb, it is something that is you can say mysterious. If you enter, it is a house in which you enter, you are not able to come out. Okay, it's like just like a Bhul-Bhulaiya. So their slum house is what? It's a Bhul-Bhulaiya, where they take birth in slum house once, and after that they never come able to come outside. So that's why it is compared as a catacomb. Why there is mention of three category of people? The three category of people are the one who can improve the condition of the slum. Okay, means educated people, government and visitors, as well as literate people. They can change the life of these, or social worker, they can change the life of these people. Break open till they break the town is 8th stanza. Let's see the question. To whom does they refer? They refer to the people, they refer to the children sitting in the classroom of an elementary school in slum. So they refer to the children sitting in the classroom, or they refer to slum children. What would they break? The poet hopes that the one day they would break free from the chain of the slum, and they will rise above all deprivation and create a beautiful world for themselves. And means poet hope that one day they will overcome from this pathetic condition, and they will come out the slum house and their slummy condition, and they will get connected to with the world. What other freedom should they enjoy? They should enjoy the equal rights as a citizen and get education enlightened to them. They should have a bright future like all other. Means the children should be provided all the thing which is given to the other children. Explain the last line of the extract. The poet feels that the history will be changed if the people are educated, and according to him, the history is created by those who have the warmth and exposure to the sun and brightness of the wide world. Okay. This is 9th stanza. Who is the unlucky heir? unlucky heir is the boy with stunned growth is the unlucky heir. Means the slummy children, they are unlucky. Why they are called unlucky heir? Because they are going to get either disease or poverty or problem in from their parents, so they were unlucky. What will he inherited? All that he will inherited is his father's disease of twisted bone. Okay, I told you further. Who is the sitting at the back of the dean class? A young unnoticed sweet boy sitting unnoticed at the back of the dean class. Why is the disease referred to as the nails? The disease has been referred to as nails because it has restricted his growth and give him a twisted bone. So, dear students, that's all in the question answer of the poem. I have explained you all. I hope you have enjoyed and you have learned. Please revise this, prepare this all the question answer from here. See you in my next video. Till then, you keep watching, keep studying. Good luck and Jai Hind.
अगर आप मेरे चैनल पर नए हैं तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन ताकि आपको मेरे सारे लेटेस्ट वीडियो की नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले मिले।